You know, it was hard, but I truly had to stop rushing life. You know, as somebody who always wanted everything like this, I wanted everything quickly, you know, the career, the money, the cars. And I'm just being honest, bro. I wanted everything quickly, you know, but I thank God I didn't get that because I truly would have felt like it would have destroyed me, you know. I would have been, I would have lost it probably the same day, you know. And I thank God that He didn't give me what I wanted when I wanted it, you know. I'm still learning now things I want that He's probably holding back because He know I'm not ready for. But you know, only God knows, you know. And you know, I catch myself just sometimes when I think about me rushing life. I catch myself thanking God because it's really a lot that He didn't allow to happen to me, you know, due to me just wanting things because of social media or wanting things to prove that I can get it and that I am a valuable person, you know. And I just wanted to, you know, encourage and let y'all know, don't rush your life, you know. To anybody out there in a hurry, don't rush it because you're not missing nothing. And a lot of times, the things we think we're missing out on, we don't even really need, you know. I think we just constantly see things often, you know, often. And, you know, even though it goes deeper than that, I'm going to talk about that in a different video. But I truly believe, like, for me, it was just because I wasn't where I wanted to be. I just wanted everything, you know, because I wasn't where I wanted to be in my life. I just wanted everything right then, right now, you know. But you know, that delay, you start reflecting on yourself, you know. And when you truly want things, you start preparing to manage, you know. If you truly want, you know, better things and great things, you have to learn how to manage what you have now, you know. And you know, and I tell y'all, bro, I'm still learning. I'm not a know-it-all, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning just like y'all, you know. These are the things I just realized from speaking to people, from, you know, reading the Bible, from having leadership, you know, and I just try my best to help y'all understand as well, you know, because I know this channel is going to grow and people are going to watch these videos. You know, they're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and they're going to watch these videos and see like, wow, he was always talking about this stuff, you know. But, you know, I think it's best to just be patient because social media also has an agenda, you know. Social media wants you to want things quickly, you know. And, you know, from somebody who scrolled a lot, you know, who still struggles with scrolling, um, you know, and that's something I am working on, but, you know, you start seeing things like cars, houses, you know, jewelry, you know, and because it's at the tip of your finger, we forget that these people took years, you know, maybe months, you know, maybe a lot of failures, maybe a lot of trials and tribulations to get what they have, you know. So even the things that they flex and show, you know, it took them time to get that, you know. And I think the best thing God did for me was not give me what I wanted, you know, because I really would have destroyed myself. And a lot of times, just like I talked in the other video about people pleasing, a lot of times we want things just to show them off. We don't even want them because we truly desire to have it. Um, you know, and I'm truly starting to learn. Want things because you want it, you know, not to please other people, not to show that you're able to get it. Do you truly want that, you know? Are you okay with waking up knowing you have that and you're happy because you finally have it? And not only that you have it, that you're able to manage it, you know, that you're able to use it with maturity and patience, you know? And, you know, it's a lot of things that I'm still learning about myself, that I'm still learning to cut off, to leave alone, to wait, to stay patient for. And it just showed me, man, like, I'm not missing out on nothing, you know? I need to stay focused on what I'm doing. I need to stay in a career and the path that I'm on. And to y'all, you know, stay focused, you know? Stay on that one thing that you've been working towards and just stay on it, you know, because social media can really destroy your mind. It can make you feel like you're so behind. It can make you feel like you're not doing enough, you know? It can make you feel like, you know, you just can't get it right, you know? And because you see so much on social media, it can really mess with your mind, play tricks on you, you know? And that's why I be taking a breaks here and there because it's just not good for my mental. You know, even though this may be a car video or this may be a flex of money video, it's not good for me to watch it, you know? Because then no matter what I say, I'm going to feel like, you know, that person doesn't deserve that, you know? And I'm not saying I say this about all my videos, but sometimes when you constantly see something that you want or you don't have, you can feel some type of way about it. And I'm just being real with y'all. You can feel some type of way about it. And I think it's best to just take a break, you know? Take a break from just constantly looking at this stuff, you know? Because it's definitely ruining your mind. And no matter what you say, no, I can handle it. Nah, bro. Because sometimes you showing that you can handle it, I think when we watch things that like aren't good for us, you know, it can show up in many different ways in our actions and the way we talk. And you know, y'all speaking to somebody who struggled with this, you know. I used to watch a bunch of money videos, you know, and then I just be feeling like I'm not doing enough. When I know I got 2 jobs, I did an overnight, I got trade school in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't compare your life to social media. Don't do it. Don't do it because you're not gonna win. You know, you're not gonna beat the social media propaganda, you know. The best things to do is just to leave it alone, you know? And I'm truly starting to like realize like, man, the things I wanted was gonna destroy me. You know, I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all if God didn't deny, you know, if he didn't tell me to wait, you know, if he didn't care about me enough to just say, you're not ready for it right now, you know. And sometimes the things we want, which is no problem, you know, there's no problem wanting these things, you know, there's no problem having it, but it's going to be a problem with how we manage it, how we use it, you know, the person we become once we have these things, you know. And character matters, you know, your character matters more than anything. Who you are matters more than money, you know. And, you know, because money is just a tool, you know, and sometimes the best thing you can do is use it correctly because it attract the wrong attention, it attract the wrong people sometimes, you know. And man, I think the best thing God did for me was tell me to wait and to not give me what I wanted, you know. And now I'm in a point of time in my life where I'm learning how to manage the small so I can manage the big, you know. You know, showing God that I appreciate the things I have now, even if it's not a lot, even if I feel like I should have more, I'm still going to show him that I'm able to manage what I have, you know, so he could be able to trust me with much more, you know, and I'm truly understanding that. Manage what you got now well, and God will give you more, you know, so I really look forward to continuing these videos. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and I'm going to see y'all.